Let's get more on this potentially serious weather situation.
Brian Goddard has the latest outlook now for the larger area. Alicia focusing right there on Burlington. This is going to impact many counties.
Right, and it's amazing to be talking about flooding. Here we are in February, but it's because we're too warm. We're getting rain. There's still, what, inches, if not feet, of frost in the ground, and it has nowhere to go but into the river system and create the flooding. We have the flood watch from now until about 6 a.m. Wednesday morning for all the counties highlighted in green, basically Milwaukee to Lake Mills and then to the south. And then we have the fog. It has gotten thick throughout the afternoon, down to a half mile here in Milwaukee, 2 miles in Burlington. Lisa would say not all that bad. And then it's 0 down towards Lake Geneva. It's also 0 in Port Washington. I wouldn't be shocked if that advisory was lifted more to the north. Here it is in Waukesha, rainy, foggy, and just damp. The temperature, a cold 34. It is a cold and damp rain outside, but just warm enough where this is rain. And you can see a lot of it making its way through on the radar right now. And as we expected, out around Oconomowoc and now moving into southern portions of Washington County, some rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning, and there's some heavy downpours coming out of Whitewater into Palmyra and into the Fort Atkinson area as well. The winter weather advisory for basically 2/3 of the state. It does include Fond du Lac, Sheboygan, and Dodge counties. This is mainly for a little bit of icing. This was downgraded from the ice storm warning yesterday, as the icing, they're still going to see some, but just not as much, not as devastating. We were thinking there could be power lines down and trees down, but now we're looking at about 1/10 of an inch of ice for those counties. Still some slipping and sliding. Be careful out there, especially on your driveways and the sidewalks and those parking lots, but at least it won't be that devastating potential of ice storm where it could have brought down those power lines. And all this is the rain. That has come down a little bit as well. We're still looking at about 1 inch to possibly 2 inches in some areas, but it is slowly starting to come down. It looks like the heavier rain now could be to the south of us down into northern Illinois. Rain will be widespread this evening. It'll start to break up a little bit overnight tonight, getting a little bit of a break, and then it fires right back up before sunrise, and that's when we're going to see our best chance of some of that freezing rain up in Fond du Lac and Sheboygan counties. And then all of this rain gets out of here before 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and there will be quite a bit of it, as you just saw, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches across most of the area. It is 19 in Superior. It is 58 in Chicago. Big dramatic change. That's why we're seeing thunderstorms here in southeastern Wisconsin. Mid to upper 30s around the area. That cold rain tonight will stay in the mid 30s to the north, down to around freezing. That's why you'll see some of that freezing rain. And then tomorrow, upper 40s and possibly even squeaking out a 50-degree reading before the day is done. Look at these temperatures tomorrow. Racine could hit 54. Waukesha 47. Here's your 7-day forecast. 47 tomorrow, 34 on Wednesday, 37 on Thursday, and then we'll warm right back up into the 40s this weekend. So February's kind of ending on a light note.
Maybe wet but warm.
It is.
Okay. Thanks, Brian.